Thank you. You may be seated. Honorable Governor of the Kavango East Region, Honorable Hamunyera Hambukwio, Hamunyera Hambiuka, Honorable Governor of the of Kavango East Region, Chairperson of the Regional Council, Mr. Stephanus Mbango Sinonge, His Worship Andreas Chikera, Mayor of the beautiful town of Rundu, Chairman of the Public Enterprise CEOs Forum, Mr. Flaxman Samuel, and his leadership, the CEOs and MDs of public enterprises in Namibia, Ms. Christine Shilima, who is the Regional Director of Education, but represented by Mr. Benjamin Makai, representatives of the schools and the recipients for whose this occasion is taking place today, especially that are here, they will be introduced later. Members of the media, my good friends, also just for your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen, this program is being streamed live on NBC One. So if you'd like to follow that, you are more than welcome to do so. We are foreseeing this program to go on for about an hour and a half at the most. Also, members of the public, since we are streaming live, the public is able then to see us live on NBC One. Good morning. Is it afternoon already? Okay. I just wanted to see by show of hand, when was the last time you heard the full AU anthem? We are used to only singing the first part, eh? But today we are in Rundu and we decided we are going to again remind ourselves that the anthem is full and we actually need to sing it fully. I do not want to waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen, since we have a few activities on our program. My name is Victoria Raymond. I'm from Namfisa. I sit in the office of the CEO, but today I'm in the capacity as a public enterprise employee. I'm also heading up the Marketing and Communications Committee for the public enterprises for this year. You will hear, and you know most of you already, who the sponsors are for this year. So Namfisa is one of the sponsors, hence I'm one of those that were asked to do the directory of ceremony today. Without further ado, I'd like to call our chairman of the Public Enterprises CEOs Forum, Mr. Flaxman Samuel. What he's coming to do is to give us an overview on the purpose of the corporate social responsibility initiatives and the way forward. Going forward, we'll also just be referring to it as CSR instead of corporate social responsibility. Mr. Flaxman Samuel, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Director of Ceremonies. May I acknowledge my regional leadership, starting from Comrade Governor of Kavango East, Comrade Governor Mbiuka, His Worship the Mayor of Rundu, the Chairperson of the Kavango East Regional Council, and the representative of the Regional Education Director of this very important region, as well as our sponsors for 2026 Public Enterprises CEO Forum Annual Games, Sports Games, and also the AGM. Colleagues, CEOs, MDs, accounting officers, and those who are representing accounting officers of public enterprises, representative from the beneficiary schools that are here, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to witness a handover of appreciation to the Namibian child. This is in accordance with the established culture, norms of public enterprises CEO Forum. Whenever we congregate in any region, one of the important aspects on our agenda is to recognize the gaps that exist and the need for our sector to respond in a way we do, to leave a legacy, if you like, of having responded in a way we can to support the Namibian child. Como Governor Mbiuka, last year, these events that are taking place here were in the Erongo region. We did the same. The previous year we were in Oshana. We also did the same. We are here now in this beautiful region of Kavango East, and we want to do what this audience will witness just in a few minutes. As I conclude, I would just like to thank you, Comrade Governor, and also the Mayor, the Chairperson of the Regional Council of Kavango East, for the outstanding hospitality that has been extended to us all since we have arrived here. The people of this region have really demonstrated exceptional hospitality, the friendliness, both at the facilities where we are hosted and those who are interacting with us. It is really a pleasure to be in this particular region. But what is important for us coming to this important region of our country is to build a relationship, is to keep rewarding a relationship, is to remind ourselves on the important national responsibility to make our country great. This country, this vast country called Namibia, our country, to remind ourselves as leaders to work together in a way that we can really push the development narratives of our country. That's what is important. Public enterprises are the engine of the government. Government has decided to create these entities to perform defined responsibilities. And government continue to remind us of the National Development Plans, NDP 6 and Vision 2030, which is, by the way, just around the corner. We are just 3.5 years away from reaching there. And public enterprises have a responsibility, and I can assure you, Comrade Governor, that these generations of leaders, men and women in this room, and those who are not here for one or the other reason, are truly committed to ensure that we do our level best to make sure that the mandate that has been given to us by the government are achieved, and when there are challenges, we identify those challenges, we think about how to overcome those challenges, and we attempt to resolve those challenges. That is what we are doing, and this is the commitment of the current generations of CEOs, MDs, accounting officers of public enterprises. With those few words, thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, for your wisdom. Honorable Governor Mbiuka, Your Worship, Andreas Chikera, I just wanted to let you know that there are more than 80 public enterprises in our country. And from those 80 public enterprises, when they gather annually and they decide who's going to host, they have decided last year that there are going to be 4 hosts as sponsors in this beautiful town of Rondo. They are Nami Bray, Namfisa, NCRST, and Nazria. The leadership of those public enterprises are on the high table, and they will come and speak and address us as sponsors one by one as to the rationale behind their sponsorship as sponsorship partners this year and what it is that they want to see. I'd like to start off by calling firstly, as they say, ladies first, and because I'm also one, Ms. Betty Kay.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Yesterday she said Mistress of Ceremonies, am I right? Thank you so much for hosting us once again. I will be staying on the established protocols, but I would also want to say, Governor, thank you so much for welcoming us in your beautiful Rundu town. We are indeed enjoying the hospitality. My scenery that I'm waking up every morning to is something so beautiful. And I just want to say we have a beautiful country as Namibia. So thank you for that. And to our mayor, thank you for welcoming us like since the cocktail, which was 2 days ago. We really felt very welcome. And up to now, we're still enjoying Rundu and its surroundings. And I must say, I did say it before, and I'm going to repeat it again, Rundu town and its surroundings will never be the same after this event. Thank you for hosting us. So I want to say on behalf of the Nami-Bray Chair, Mr. Kisting, and the Board of Directors, I'm very fortunate to say I'm having 3 of my board members here, and 2 of them are actually members of the committee that make the decision for us to invest in the communities. So thank you for my board members. Lely is the MD of NAMDEP. If you can maybe just quickly stand up. I need to recognize you. Then I have Dr. Akutu. Doctor, thank you so much. And then I have Hippie Shivikwa. Thank you so much. So can you see how that decision-making becomes much easier? Honorable Governor, I brought you my board members as well. So this is indeed an honor for us to be part of this historic moment to hand over the CSR that will make a difference in the most needed communities. So I firstly want to address the communities, the 4 schools that today will be receiving this handover. I want to say it has been a very difficult decision to make, to choose the 4 schools that we ended up choosing. My co-chair, Mr. Matamola, will share the amounts and the details of the handover today. But I want to say that please do not take it. It is definitely a special. You are special to have been selected today. So all I want to ask you today is to make sure that the donation that you will receive today, that it go and touch lives. It's going to make that difference that is much needed in your schools. We have looked at various aspects. If I won't go too much in detail, I only got 1 minute to stand in front of you. But what I want to say, if we look at the school that's the furthest from Rundu that we have given a sponsorship or like the CSR today, it was, we look at the school has got a conflict at certain times with the animals. So we are looking at putting up a fence for the school to make sure the kids can come to the school freely and make sure that they become as productive citizens of Namibia. The other schools, some of them are closer to Rundu, so we have made a selection. In terms of, you all know that AI is becoming the future. So we will make sure that you get the computer access that you require in order to make sure that the scholars are able to communicate with the tools that you are required. So thank you so much. As teachers and principals of these schools, you are adding to the GDP of this country. You are making a huge difference. So we really, truly appreciate, and we appreciate that you can be here with us today. On behalf of the PE Forum, and obviously through NAMIPRE, we want to commit that when we come back here one day to Rundu, whether it's next year again, we want to see the development that you have put back to the community. So we are looking forward, and we will continue to support you if we see that you are also using the development that we are giving to you. So on that note, I want to say thank you so much, and thank you for our governor hosting us today and making sure these donations are going where it matters most. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We call her Miss Petty K. Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, next we'll call up the CEO of NAMFISA, Master Kenneth Matomola, to also give his remarks. He's also one of the sponsors. It's Nazria, it's NAMFISA. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. At NAMFISA, we call her Vicky, not Director of Proceedings. Governor, Honorable Governor, and my chair, if you allow me to stand on the protocol that has been established, I'll speak with two different hats. Firstly, I'll speak as the CEO of NAMFISA, and thereafter I'll conclude as the treasurer of the forum. I'm so grateful that my principals, which is the board of NAMFISA, had the foresight in that they came up with a policy on social corporate responsibility and investment, which made it easier when we became the co-sponsors that we could associate ourselves with the issue of investing in the communities that has been selected today that shall be reviewed. And I'll thank my board in the absentia. My chairperson was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he fell ill, and therefore he's not around. And the other board members, they have other national duties that they are undertaking at this point in time. That's why they are not around. But they are fully aware of this investment that NAMFISA will make in the community. Maybe I take off the NAMFISA hat and bring on the hat of the Public Enterprise Forum. Whenever sponsors put up their hands and say, we are going to host the public enterprise AGMs and sports games, it has been now a tradition with the chairperson has spoken about and say, please designate a certain amount of money that will go into the social corporate responsibility and investment. And with that, the four colleagues has designated about 500,000 that will be invested into the four schools. The four schools that has been identified has various needs. It ranges from they need some materials in terms of the way learners can sit and be taught, in terms of the safety that is required when the learners are at the premises of the schools, in terms of computers and so forth. And when we looked at all those needs, we sent a team from the 4 sponsors and say, please go and make assessment, and the assessment were made. And we narrowed it down to the following 4 schools. The first school is Kaisosi Combined School, which is about 5 kilometers east of Rundu. And the second school is Livuyu Junior Primary School, which is about 135 kilometers east of Rundu. The other school is its name is Kippy George Primary School, which is about 200 kilometers east of Rundu. And the last school is Sarasungu Secondary School, which is within the boundaries of the Rundu Town Council. So these schools have all those different needs. And how we have apportioned the investment. Sarasungu will receive 100,000. Kippy George will receive 200,000. Livuyu will receive 100,000. And lastly but not least, Kaisosi will also receive 100,000. And since the governor, when I started meeting with him, he likes to call me my neighbor. So I'll be passing by here to see my neighbors and see if this money is utilized to the needs, because that is on my way to my village in Bukalo, where I come from. So like my co-chair said, we want this money to be utilized for the purpose that we have identified, that it has the impact that is required to the Namibian child. That's what we need to see. And therefore, all the logistical arrangement that will be done through the forum, because what the colleagues have done is that this money has been deposited in the account of the forum's account. And therefore, the forum will get in touch with the schools and to arrange for the logistics and how this money will be dispersed. And therefore, I look forward for that interaction and the impact this investment will make on the Namibian child. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Namibia is also becoming a cashless, hence you do not see the big checks we traditionally hand over. And my CEO has also just shared with you how the payment is going to be done. It's going to be electronic, directly into the accounts of the 4 schools that have been identified. Kaisosi getting 100,000, Luvuyo 100,000, Kippy George 200,000, and Sarasungu Secondary School 100,000. So in total, it's a 500,000 going to those 4 schools. I'd like to call our next sponsor for this year. We had Namibre, we had Namfisa, and CRST is the other sponsor, also just to come and share their remarks. Thank you. Can we give him a round of applause? Apologies, just again a notice from NBC. You can follow NBC, and it's on NBC2 now. On NBC2, you'll be able to see your faces and follow the proceedings as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Director of Ceremonies, Ms. Moranda, okay, Victoria Moranda. Honorable Ambyuka, Governor of the Kavango East Region, Mayor of Rundu Town Council, Chairperson of the Regional Council, Kavango East Regional Council, and Education Director or Director of Education, Chairperson of the CEOs Forum, and the Executive, and CEOs of public enterprises, and invited guests. Good morning. My name is Simon Ngipangwa from the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, here representing the CEO of the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, Prof. Anisha Peters, who could not be here this morning with us. However, on behalf of the NCRST board, management and staff, we are here to say NCRST is delighted to have been nominated to be a sponsor of this event, of the 2026 Public Enterprises CEOs Forum, AGM and Sports Games. It's indeed a privilege for us to be part of this movement, and we look forward to more engaging activities of this event. With this annual AGM, the annual AGM of the Public Enterprises CEOs Forum actually provides a platform for public enterprises CEOs to come together, share ideas, and also align mandates, as all public enterprises were created to perform on specific mandates. And this platform really, it gets CEOs actually to reflect on their mandates and get to know what is expected of them, and also to eliminate any form of duplications in terms of mandates. Therefore, for the NCRSC, this has been being a sponsor in education, as indicated, sponsorship to the 4 schools, and also investing into education is one of our key priorities, given that we are a research institution that looks into research and development as a key catalyst of driving development for the country. Without research and development, there is actually no development. Basically, all development starts with research and development and innovation thereof. Therefore, with these few remarks, I would like to thank everyone for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, NCRST. We were struggling with that name at the beginning when we started, but we have mastered it since. Can we just give him another round of applause? So NCRST has done the research, ladies and gentlemen, for those of us who are creative, and they have come up with a development that there is no way from whatever region or from whatever town we are coming, we are able to take the Kavango River with. We have to leave it here. Enjoy it here, and you cannot take it with. I'd like to call our next sponsor from Nasria to also give us our remarks, Mr. John Otsiko. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And just excuse my voice a little bit. Let me essentially stand on the protocol that has already been established. So on behalf of Nasria Board, management and staff, we are really happy to be associated with the sponsorship that we have given through the PE Forum. PE Forum's activities and objectives essentially resonate with the objectives set by the sponsorship policy of Nasria. In essence, our focus areas as far as sponsorships are concerned, agriculture, health, community development, and sport. And we believe that since Nasria has an insurance, we are very much deep-rooted in our communities. We are essentially handing back what you have given us and what we are essentially investing on your behalf as policyholders. As at 2026, we had a total of about, or we have a total of about 85,000 policies. These are individual policies as well as corporate. And we encourage each and every one of us as a community to continue to support us, because by supporting us, we will be able to support these communities that are in need. I also want to highlight one thing that my colleague Patty highlighted, that one of the beneficiaries was selected on the basis that they are being harassed by wildlife or so. As Nasria, we believe in innovative insurance product development. And one of the products that we have actually designed speaks to human-wildlife conflict insurance. So in our communities, I would also like to encourage you to see how we can dovetail and work together in promoting some of these products that will actually be able to mitigate the risk of human-wildlife conflict. I would also, I think, want to use this platform to particularly promote our corporate social responsibility and investment efforts, particularly in the regions such as Kavango East, Kavango West, and Zambezi. Very often, although our CSR budget is limited, we are receiving very little or very few requests from these three regions. I would like to use this opportunity to encourage each and every one of us present here and coming from those three regions to see to it that where possible you could actually approach Nasria and put through your application, as long as your focus area is in education, public health, community development, and sport, so that we can see how we can support you and assist you where possible. To the beneficiaries, my humble request is that you should put whatever you have been offered today to good use and make sure that it makes a difference in the lives of the Namibian child. With that, thank you very much for the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Osiko. Reminder again, ladies and gentlemen, NBC2, the channel that you want to follow as well. NBC is imploring on me to make the announcement every time I come on the podium, so please bear with me on that one. Governor Hambioka, Your Worship, Chikera, and of course the chairperson, Master Bango Sinonge, Nasria is calling and asking, please send us the request, especially when it's related to human and animal conflict. They would like to see how they can help the region. Kavango East, Kavango West, particularly because you are now here. Please pass on the message for us, ladies and gentlemen. But I think it's not only Nasria, all the sponsors and the leadership in this room, when there is a need, they all have corporate social responsibility, and some call them corporate social responsibility and investment policies, where they are able to give back to the communities. So we are calling on this region to not shy away, to write to these public enterprises and share your needs. We have over 82 public enterprises in Namibia. And I think if you knock on as many doors as possible, one door maybe from airports company or civil aviation or NAMRA or so on will be able to open the door for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue with our program. We are almost at the end of the program, so not to worry about that. I would like to call the spokesperson on behalf of all the recipients. So they are not going to speak one by one. They have coordinated themselves that only one person will speak on their behalf, and that's Ms. Kaya Anastasia Nashiva. Ms. Kaya Anastasia is wearing the most beautiful red jacket in this room, if you look around. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody here. Okay, thank you very much. The Director of Ceremonies, Ms. Victoria, thank you for the warm welcoming me to the podium. Honorable Governor, Your Worship, Mayor, and the absent of the Director of Education, I thank everybody here that we made it an honor that I have to speak on behalf of my colleagues. I have jotted down something which maybe you will take home together. Number one, I'm Ms. Kaya Anastasia, as she said. I came with my chairperson of the school board from Rivuyu JP School. Here he is. Thank you. We have come all along from Rivuyu JP, which is 135 kilos, just to come witness and receive something which the sponsors have made for the schools. On behalf of my fellow recipients, I'm very much happy, even them, they are very much happy to be here in this room together with our seniors from the different offices, that we are going to receive the one which they have just read in that big range, which is 500,000, where they have divided in the... because of your love, because of everybody's love in this room, you made it to come here, to come witness how a Namibian boy and girl child is going to be sponsored with those little they could made. And we are all believers. We go to different churches whereby we believe that when anyone asks for help, that person will be helped, be it in what kind. And that is why we are here with my colleagues to come witness and receive what we have asked for, which you have put in a big basket for us to carry as far as Kipi George, Kaisosi, which is just a 5 kilos from where we are now. Kipi George, which is 200 kilo, Kavango East region, and also Sarasungu, just at a door. Because we share the same kind of difficulties when it comes to a Namibian child, just to mold them, we are here to say thank you very much. Thank you.
Can we give you another round of applause? Did you see that bright smile? You should have seen the smiles of the others here in front. It's a pity you cannot see them, but the high table can see the smiles. Congratulations indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, would like to move swiftly with the program. I'd like to call now to the front remarks from the Governor of the Kavango East region, Honorable Hamunyera Hambiuka, to please come and give us his remarks. Can we give him a round of applause?
Thank you. Let's be seated. Is this thing working? Yes. Program Director, Honorable Stephanus Nonge Chairperson of the Regional Council and Councillor for Rundu Urban Constituency, His Worship, Honorable Andreas Ikerwa, Mayor of Rundu Town, Master Flaxman Samuel, Chairperson of Public Enterprises, Chief Executive Officers Forum, Representative of Public Enterprises, Mrs. Christine Slima, Regional Director of Education in Kavango East, represented by Lucas Makai, school principals and beneficiary schools. I'm seeing the young boys and girls carrying cameras and cell phones, doing a great job in Kavango East region. You are well recognized at this event once more. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Meta hazeni? Hamoroke? Morokenu? So those are the languages which you are getting across in this town or in this region. You start with either you said Hamoroke or Morokenu or Morokeni. Those are the foremost language you are going to meet while you are here. It is my pleasure to welcome the Public Enterprises CEOs Forum to the Kavango East region. On behalf of the people of the region, of our region, I sincerely thank you for selecting Kavango East as a beneficiary of these important corporate social responsibility initiatives. Education is one of the greatest investments we can make in the future of our country. By supporting schools with infrastructures, ICT equipment, library resources, and other essential learning facilities, you are creating opportunity that will positively impact the lives of our learners for many years to come. I am particularly pleased that the beneficiaries' schools served rural communities, including previous marginalized communities, where such support is most needed. These initiatives complement government's effort to improve access to quality education and ensure that every child has an opportunity to reach their full potential. You see, when you are talking of kids or child, and then you will find yourself in this region or area or town, we have so many famous things when one have to remember. So I'm just encouraging our visitors, those who are for the first time in Rundu. I'm just saying this because those who are regular visitors, they know. When you come here, you ask for Mutete. I will just leave it there. I wanted people to pondering around when we are out here. Say, what is Mutete? So just go, when you go to the market, just ask them, I need to eat Mutete, or I want to eat Mutete. Then they will give you Mutete. The second one is the Kavango Brim. I'm sure those who come, I see my friend here, Pear. You are from Wafis Bay. Don't think that you are only having fish in Wafis Bay. We have fish here. So we have the Kavango Brim here. So I'm sure even tomorrow they will bring it at the stadium. When we are there, just come out and then ask for the Kavango Brim. They will provide you. But I'm told nowadays it's expensive. I don't know why. It's very, very expensive nowadays. And you also came at the good time. So they have started now fishing If you drive from here to Nkurenkuru, you will find them along the road, holding fish, lifting the fish like this. They are selling. Don't think that they are giving it for free. I encourage the beneficiaries, schools, and community to take good care of the resources that will be provided so that they continue to benefit future generations. Allow me once again to express my sincere appreciation to the Public Enterprises CEOs Forum for your generosity, commitment, and partnership in advancing education and community development in our region. We look forward to the successful implementation of this project and the lasting impact they will have on our learners. Thank you very much for listening to me this afternoon.
Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as the governor has alluded, please ensure that you taste something from Mutete if you have never heard of Mutete. Honorable Governor, I have also seen a real advocate for Mutete in Namibia is our Prime Minister Elia Ngurare with the Mutete juice. I have seen Mutete juice on his status for the first time, and I was like, okay, I need to find it. I sourced it, I found it. It's a bit bitter, but it's nice. And it's healthy. So at least, even if it's a little bit bitter or something, it has really a lot of nutritional value. So it's something that you want to take daily. We have also learned ways to greet. When we came, Honorable Governor, the only word we knew is Morokeni everywhere. We were just saying Morokeni, even in the evening, and people will correct us. Now we know that we have Hamoroke and Morokeni. Hamo? Morokenu. Okay, Morokenu. We also have Morokenu. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm blessed with speaking a lot of languages, but when they were giving out the Rukavango language, I was standing in the line of Tamaranama, I think, to get a double portion. I'd like to continue, and I'd like to call to the front our chairman of the Public Enterprise, Mr. Flaxman Samuel, to come and give his final remarks. Mr. Samuel, please, if you can join us to come and give us your final remarks. We always learn from your great wisdom and leadership when you make remarks. Since the first day when we were having the cocktail, let's give him a round of applause.
Well, I didn't expect this. I think, but be as it may, I think really just to thank our regional leadership that, for the effort and to try and make time to be with us. No, despite their busy schedule, we appreciate, and I think. With that, I can just reiterate, I think, our commitment to the regional governor of this important region and the rest of the leadership present here, of our commitment that we want to work together with the regional government, with the local authority, and to make Namibia a better place. So I think maybe Dr. Musubili just announce so that what is the arrangement so that we can enjoy Mutete. I think that is really it. So thank you, Vicky. You have done extremely well, really. I think let's give her a round of applause. Thank you so much.
I'd like to call Dr. Felix Masukubili so that he can do the vote of thanks for us, the official vote of thanks. If you can please come and assist us with that before we close out.
Thank you, Vicky, the Director of Proceedings. First and foremost, allow me to stand by the protocol that was already established and then to recognize our political leadership. My name is Felix Musukuvili. I'm an EXCO member of the Public Enterprises Forum, but I'm also the Commissioner for the National Youth Service. You will be seeing a lot of young guys in town from today that will be wearing a different uniform. They will be the National Youth Service. Honorable Governor, we really want to extend our sincere appreciation. It was not an easy one. I was physically involved in the arrangement of getting the sports here. And we had about 2-3 meetings with the Honorable Governor himself, with his regional leadership. And he assured us that whatever it will cost, the games will need to come to Rundu. And for that, Honorable Governor, we want to sincerely the last meeting, the chairperson of the region, Honorable Stephanus Bango, was very adamant to say, as long as I'm the chairperson of the region, there shall be no other chairperson of any other region who is going to contest with Rundu. There's nobody, and indeed we are here today. There's only a few hours to go. The games will be kicking in Rundu. Honorable Chair, thank you so much. Now, I also have the opportunity to work with politicians and leaders of this country. But I must be honest that when we came last, we engaged with His Worship, the Mayor of town. And he said, look, I want to work with you up to the last point when you leave this house. So we had a meeting at the governor's office. The Worship, the Mayor with his councillors decided we are going to go to the sports field. We went there physically, we walked around. There were things that were not yet ready, and he ensured that they will be ready. 2 days after that, or 3 days, I saw on television there was a grader there preparing the field and everything that we did. And that just really demonstrated the type of leadership that this town has, the commitment, there's zeal to ensure that things are going to be realized. And we thank you, we really thank you so much. You see, interestingly, when we came at our first cocktail, we ate motete there as well. It was very beautiful, very delicious, I must be honest. And you welcomed us very much, and we really appreciate your hospitality since we arrived here. And then the whole leadership of the region, we extend our appreciation because it was a collective decision. It was not just the governor, the chairperson, or the mayor, it was the whole leadership. And the community of Rundu, if they did not buy in the idea, we would not be here today, and we want to extend our sincere appreciation for that. Then allow me to thank our chairperson. He's a resolute chairperson. You know, it takes long, it takes much, it takes him to move a mountain, if I may say, to convince him. But we told him, Chair, we are going to Rundu. The leadership has spoken and we have decided on Rundu. And he said, let's go to Rundu. We will go to Rundu. We are here, Chair. With your leadership, thank you so much. And all EXCO members, we want to thank you so much sincerely. The sponsors, I don't have to name you one by one, you were here. Without sponsors, we will not be here today. Despite that, the regional leadership has accepted us to be here. We have the sporting facilities, we have all these facilities that we are utilizing. Trust me, you need a sponsor. Every year, I was already canvassing during tea break to see who is going to sponsor next year. I hope some people listened. You need a sponsor to host these games. It's not just the social responsibility that we donate, it's payment of the AGM facilities, the lunches that you eat, the bags that we are donating, so many commitment, and we really want to extend our sincere appreciation to your board, to your management, and the employees that accepted that you sponsor these activities for the year. Thank you so much, colleagues. The Director of Education, being represented by the colleague, Mandela once said that education is the best equalizer. And if you look at the commitments of the 8th administration, education is one of the key priority areas. We would want to see the Namibian child, the Namibian boy to succeed. Because to achieve Vision 2030, education has to take a prominent stand. And we want to congratulate you. There are many schools in Rundu, you know that? Not only Rundu, Kavango, there are many schools. There are more than 20 schools. But you should consider yourself privileged that out of the so many schools, you were selected to be the beneficiaries. So congratulations. We would want you to maximize on the benefits of. In as much as it's little, you were saying it's a big box and it was subdivided. The Bible says there was one who was given one seed and he complained. The others had 2 or so seeds, but they maximized the seed and it multiplied. So let's multiply the little that we have received. So that I would want to develop an interest in these schools to see what impact, like the CEO of Namfisa was saying, what impact has the donation made to the schools? It will really be very good to measure the impact that it will make. And I believe these are some of the learners maybe from the school. So congratulations, you are privileged. There are many other schools who would have considered. Okay, and to every CEO who is here, MDs, those who are representing, colleagues, thank you, because remember we have to leave Windhoek to come here for the whole week. It really talks to commitment. Without you being here, the AGM would not have happened. Without you releasing all your employees, these games will not be able to materialize. So thank you so much, colleagues, that you are all here. You participated actively in our AGM. Tomorrow will be the official engagement. We still expect you to still join us tomorrow. So thank you so much. The media, we are live on NBC2. So the media, thank you so much, because without the media, our story will not be known. So we are telling our story. The nation is following the story of the public enterprises, the significance that the public enterprises play in the economic development of this country. So media, thank you so much. And then since we are live, we want to extend an invitation beyond the Rundu alone. There is Kaisosi. This morning I ran up to past Kaisosi. I did about 15 kilometers. There were a lot of people coming. I was telling them, look, we are from Windhoek. We are having games tomorrow. Join us. So I want to invite from Divundu, all the way from where the region starts, and equally extend it to Kavango West. Is Kavango West, right? Yeah. Let them come and join us and celebrate with us these games. They are bringing not only the social aspect to it, but there are also economic aspects to these games. So I want to commit that National Youth Service tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, we are going to paint Rundu blue. It will be massive, don't miss. The band is live, they are already here. They are already rehearsing. We are going to have a very massive, you have never seen that in your life in Rundu. So please, even if you can stand at one point just to witness the procession of the 5,000 people led by National Service, please do so. With these few remarks, thank you very much.
Can we give him another round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, there is indeed a saying that goes, if you want to go fast. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so indeed the saying says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We want to go far as Public Enterprises CEOs Forum, and we want to go with the Kavango region, but also we want to go with the rest of the nation. So our call is clear. Wherever you are, if you are listening to us and you are willing and able, please come and join us. We are starting tomorrow. It's not just going to be anything, as Dr. explained. I'm calling it's an invasion. We are invading Rundu. Oh. We are planning to make a strong statement to bring something that has never happened before in Rondo. We are looking at 47 state-owned and public enterprises coming in, more than 50 buses coming in. Some buses have started coming already yesterday. Close to 5,000 people, if not more, that are coming. We are looking at the National Youth Council leading the procedures. We are looking at National Youth Service. Apologies. National Youth Service. Okay, all right. National Youth Service. Leading the proceedings, we are looking at bikers, we are looking at noise, entertainment. Friday evening, we are going to have a music bash. Saturday evening, we are also going to have a music bash. And what is really nice about this is that it's absolutely free. Nobody is paying for it. The public enterprises will foot the bill. We have paid for everybody to attend as a public enterprise forum. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this show. I'd like you to please stand so we can do again the anthems. And then after the anthems, I'd like to call the recipients and the high table to remain so we can take a group picture, please. All right.
Let us all unite and celebrate together. The victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. All sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa a tree of life.
Allow the high table to leave and then again an announcement for the recipients, please. Would like to take a group picture with them. We will let you know. Photo session, that's what I'm announcing outside there. The recipients can follow, please, for the photo opportunity as well. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Just a small announcement. The recipients can follow, please, for the photo opportunity as well. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.